for my best friends. Don't ask me for a picture. He's ugly. Okay? The fine ones have not been treating me right. So I'm trying something different. Okay? Don't ask me for a picture. Ask me about his personality.
Welcome to The Wall. In today's video, we're going to see how many women keep staying single, waiting for the perfect man. Meanwhile, The Wall doesn't forgive and keeps collecting victims. I'm not asking for anything more than your like. That really helps boost the content a lot. Leave your comment with your experience and wisdom. We always pin the best comment for the community. Subscribe, and without further ado, let's get started.
I went on a date and it's like, it was good. And then yet, like, I'm just tired of, like, I don't know. The bill came. The bill didn't come. He asked for the bill. And in French, he said 2 bills. And then so they came. And I was like, if someone says, I want to take you out, then I want to be taken out, which means to me to pay and whatever. So we did that. I paid and it's fine. And then after I was honest and I just said it, like, I don't know. Cause I said like, yeah, I thought you were going to take me out. And like, to me, that means pay. And then suddenly his English wasn't so good anymore. When he was like, I don't understand what you mean. I was honest and like, whatever, what else do I have to lose? I just want to be honest because there's a way that I want to be treated. And like, I might as well just tell someone, like, what else do I have to lose? I don't know. And then like afterwards, he was like, next time I'll pay. Like unprompted, he said that after we were having another conversation. I said, okay. And then he said, are you free this week? And I said, yeah. And then I texted him after and I'm like, I had a nice time. Thanks. And then he read it and didn't respond. And it's like, okay, I don't know. Like, I'm just tired of, I'm happy I was honest. But like, I just like want a fucking gentleman.
Oh, boo-hoo! Let me play a sad song for you on the world's smallest violin.
You know what I like about this video? When an American woman travels to another country, she realizes that men from her own country treat her much better than in other places. They spend their time complaining about American men and idealizing Europeans until they finally date one. The most revealing thing about this video isn't that the woman got upset about paying, but that her frustration comes from being treated exactly according to the standard she claims to promote: equality. The man wasn't rude or uninterested. He simply asked for 2 separate bills, something common in European countries. So now don't complain about the situation you yourselves created.
So, are you single or in a relationship?
Not gonna answer that one.
You want to get in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you single or in a relationship?
I'm in the relationship.
With her?
No, we're not.
Y'all aren't together?
What?
That's what she said.
Y'all aren't?
Okay, anyways, let's keep him out. Bye-bye.
Yeah, this guy's gonna make you Snapchat fucking famous.
Keep going, keep going.
I'm gonna be the victim, but
You gonna be a victim?
yeah, you know how it is. Like you always see these like sad ass. You always feel bad for them. Chicks, they say for like 6 months we're in a relationship, and then they say on camera they're not. I always feel bad for those guys. It looks like I was one. That's gonna get you abused. That's some real ass shit. You fucking know it, boss. Thank you.
All right.
Hey, I needed you more than you ever knew.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
I needed you more than you will ever need me. God, that was deep. If you were looking for a divine sign to leave that woman, here it is. This was sent to you directly from God. What that woman did was total disrespect. And I know the comments are going to come like the guy was drunk. Yeah, that can't be denied. But he was dating her. They were together, and he had too much to drink. His response wasn't from someone unconscious. It was from someone hurt, but awake. So congratulations, bro. God has something better on the way for you.
Women.
you want to like give me a spank? Just like
At this moment, he knew he fucked up.
test it out.
Actually, nah. I gotta
No?
get a friend.
Oh,
I
okay.
can't.
You just remembered. That's
But
very
8.5
respectful.
out of 10.
I don't care what anyone says, and we can argue in the comments, but dating right now in 2024 is the hardest thing that I've ever done in my entire life. I could probably pass the bar exam right now, and it'll be easier than dating. And I'm so serious. Now, I'm not saying that everything in life has to be easy because it shouldn't, right? That's life. Things are going to be hard. Things are going to be tough, but it shouldn't be this hard. Dating shouldn't be this hard. It just shouldn't be. And the fact that majority of us single people are all experiencing this hardship leads me to believe that something isn't right. There's something, it's just something that's off. I don't know what it is, but it shouldn't be this hard. And the fact that it is this hard and other people are complaining about it and struggling with it leads me to believe it can't be us. It has to be the thing. So the dating needs to change. Something about the dating has to change because it just can't be it. I can't keep living like this. And I don't want to quit. But oh, I'm so close. I'm this close to giving up. Like, do y'all see? That's how close I am to giving up. I'm finna throw the towel in for real.
What doesn't fit can be summed up in one word: standards. What are you looking for? What kind of man do you want? What kind of man won't you give a chance? The real problem no one wants to admit isn't that dating is hard, but that expectations have become impossible. Saying that dating is harder than passing a test is exactly the reflection of someone looking for a top 10% man and rejecting the average man. Many women blame the environment instead of reviewing their own standards. But dating won't change because of complaints. It will change when women adjust what they expect to what they can actually attract.
Okay, I feel like I hear this all the time, that men don't make plans, men don't actually ask women out on dates. And there is actually a reason for this. Not saying it's a good reason, but there's a reason. With the rise of dating apps over the past, let's say, 10 to 15 years, and then particularly the major boom that happened during COVID, when basically the only way you could meet anyone was with dating apps, men and women and everybody are dealing with what we might call the illusion of choice, where they think they have unlimited options just because when you open your phone, you can swipe on unlimited options. Does that mean you actually have unlimited options? No, but can it feel that way? Yes. So what tends to happen is that some men who are maybe not looking for a serious relationship, or even men who are looking for a serious relationship, are also looking for the lowest barrier to dating, meaning they want to do the least amount of work for the maximum result. So if they're looking for something casual, they want to do the least amount of work for a casual relationship. Even if they're looking for something serious, they want to do the least amount of work to get to the point of a serious relationship. And because there's this illusion of choice where it feels like there are so many options, limitless options, why wouldn't you just keep shooting your shot with your low-level ask? Hey, come over, let's hang. Not, hey, let me take you to dinner, or hey, let me plan a date. You keep shooting your shot with this low-level ask or this low-level request, and you just see who bites. So instead of, hey, I met this one woman, I really like her, let me put in a lot of effort to asking her out on a date, it's, I met this woman on this app and she seems fine, but there's also 1 million other women. So if I just ask her to come over and chill, a low investment date, and she says no, I'll just move on to one of the other million women on the app. Same goes for if you've been on a few dates with someone, that's enough for them to get to that point of let me see what I can get away with, because if I have to put in too much effort, I'll just move on to one of the other options that are available to me online. Even though, again, it just seems like limitless options, it's not actually limitless options. There is actually a good reason that men don't make plans, or that a lot of times men won't ask you out on a date, is because they're trying to see what they can get away with. So the way around this, in my opinion, is making it very clear what you expect in your dating app profiles, in your communication from the very beginning. So like for a while, I had a Hinge prompt response. It said the best way to ask me out is by asking 2 days in advance, planning something fun, like something to indicate that you saying, hey, let's chill, does not count as a date. Same goes for when I do go on a first date with someone, I make it very clear, yeah, I'm not coming to your house to hang in month 1, literally at all. Like, I would like to go out in the world on dates. I will plan some of those dates. I'm happy for us to mutually come up with stuff. But let's chill is not appropriate for date 2, 3, 4. So number 1 is they do have a reason for not making plans. They're just kind of seeing what they can get away with limitless options. But 2 is you can actually set a standard for what you expect. And if they don't meet that, bye.
Stop it. Get some help.
What really happens on dating apps isn't a lack of effort, but men trying to maximize their chances with the least possible risk. Is it ideal? Probably not. Is it realistic? Definitely yes. Many men learn that investing a lot from the start is a waste of resources if the woman is only looking for validation, a free dinner at an expensive place, not a real connection. Now, if we're talking about something simple like a coffee date or meeting at a spot near the beach, something affordable and relaxed, I don't see the problem. The first date is to get to know each other. By the second date, as a man, you can put in a bit more effort and plan something more elaborate, like dinner. It's not wrong to say what kind of dates you like, but also be aware that a valuable man will measure your real interest through small initial gestures. A date shouldn't depend on whether they take you to the most expensive place in town. It's a test of mutual compatibility. And if your standard depends more on the place they take you than on the quality of the person you're with, the problem isn't the man. The problem is you.
So y'all know the story, right? I've been 29, single my whole life, the whole thing. But then anytime like a date approaches and I'm like, oh, like I'm gonna go out and find a man. Right now, no, but like the past quarters I have right now, I've been like so good and like actually icked out by every single man. And I just don't feel like I'm so good single. Like I don't feel like going and looking for a relationship long term. I do want one. So I know I need to put in the time. So that's why I'm saying yes to anyone, not anyone that asks me out, but any potential. But anytime like the day comes closer, and like, I'm like, oh, never mind. I don't want this. I do not want to be in a relationship. And I know that it's the avoidant in me, but it's crazy how like in between when there's nothing really like materialized and there's no man reaching out or whatever, I'm like, oh, I want to go on a date and I want to be in a relationship. And then all of a sudden I have a date and I'm like, never mind. I want to be single forever. Is it just me?
When I hear something like this from a woman, what she's really saying is pretty simple. The men she truly likes and who had the most potential rejected her, and her second choices weren't good enough for her to give them a real chance. This woman is trapped in a very common contradiction. She wants a relationship, but doesn't want to invest the energy needed to build one. It's not that she can't find men. It's that none of them are perfect enough for her. The problem is perfection doesn't exist. And while she's stuck between searching and avoiding, her time is running out. She's already knocking on the wall's door. And as we all know, the wall doesn't forgive. We've reached the end of the video, but before we go, the questions are for you. To what extent do you think a simple date like grabbing a coffee shows real interest? Or do you see it as a sign of low effort from the man? How many opportunities do you think some women have missed by holding out for the ideal man, while rejecting the real man who is actually willing to get to know them? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Your support means the world to us and motivates us to create more content. Stay tuned for the next exciting video from the wall.